One of the big things we discussed when we looked at Frank Stella's work is how he uses repetition, which sometimes other artists do that as well, but that's one of his trademark moves in his paintings. But so far I really haven't repeated anything, and that word repetition comes from the word repeat. I have shapes here, but they're different shapes. So in order to show repetition, I would have to repeat each one. So what I'm going to do is put them inside of the ones I started with. So I'm going to repeat a square inside of here. And I would say, because if I do this, I could draw a small one here, and I could repeat another one, and I could just keep going, and they could get smaller and smaller and smaller and tinier. That would be really hard for me to paint successfully. So I think planning ahead, beginning with the end in mind, and thinking about how I'm going to paint this, I think it's a good idea to have 3 of them. So then I'm going to do the same thing with the triangle. So I need to do that strategy where it comes out from behind it. So I'm going to start here, turn and go this way, pretend I'm drawing so that when I come out from behind it, I come out from behind it in the right place. There it goes, it connected. Then I'll place another one inside of here. This one we can see all of. And I'll do the same process with the circle. And this one, just a little bit of it's going to get overlapped behind that square. All right, so now I've shown repetition. We're going to get this ready to paint. The next thing we would need to do is trace over it with a crayon. You could use a permanent marker or something. Don't use a Crayola washable marker or one that's water-based. That would mix up with your paint colors. So my plan is done. What I'm going to do now is prepare this for painting so that I give myself a border to stay inside of. So I stop here when it touches that square to emphasize the fact that I've used overlap to put it behind it. So this starts to give me effect that I have space in my drawing, which will turn into my painting. Something is in the front, something is in the back. So it'll definitely start to appear that this square is floating in front of the triangle and the circle. So I'm going to continue outlining mine, tracing over it with the black crayon. You guys are going to continue doing yours. And then we'll get ready to paint.